Yo, YouTube was in. It's your boy Frank Nitty, and we checking in with another video. Right now I'm at the crib chilling. Trying to make some things happen. Just had to go, Just had to go talk to my neighbor because he got some stuff going on, little personal stuff, but had to go make sure he was straight. Cause he a young dude. You probably hear him in the background. So we go through a lot of stuff as black people. I ain't gonna get into all that though, but we back with another video. And this right here, y'all know the whole situation. Somebody bought my trucks, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, my shirt not dirty. It just come because I re-dyed my hair or whatever like that to get it back to a darker tone. But I went and bought some more hood latches from a truck. And if they come and say, bro, you did it just, it's like, ain't no way, bro. I'm not about to just keep spending money on these parts or whatever like that. But I just went ahead and order like the whole hood latch, you know, or whatever like that. It comes with a little bracket mount to the truck, flip it over, it's strapped on that right there. I'm tripping on this little big part. So we got some more hood mounts. Not really stressing it. Probably ran me about, you know, $60, $70 for the hood mounts. I was able to find them on eBay. And since, you know, they want to cut my lights or whatever like that, I'm going to end up going, I ordered me a kit of 24 rock lights. So the look, what was it? I think it was possibly 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 lights on that truck. But now I have 24 that I just ordered. So the Freightliner, once they come out the shop, they say one of the transmission sensors did something, and it was causing it to beep and like consistently. So it was like a transmission sensor, and they fixed it, getting my windshield fixed also. And once it comes out of the shop, I thought I needed an alignment, but they say it was the way, like the edge rash on the outside wall of the tires, it cambered or something like that. So the truck is getting alignment. They say possibly Monday, my truck will be out the shop. So, you know, after you leave Freightliner, I'm gonna turn around and take my truck out to a custom shop, and we're gonna get all 24 rocket lights installed on the truck. I will no longer be parking my vehicles at the USA yard because they're not secured. The gate is always open. Somebody gonna say they don't see something on the camera. Something just not gonna be done about the whole situation. So I'd rather to stay in a safe, you know, place or whatever like that. I refuse to park any of my vehicles because if somebody would have touched my pickup truck and you say you don't see nothing, that would have been a major problem because I always park my truck near the camera. When it comes to my Peterbilt, we got the hood latches. I ordered some bezels, the headlight bezels, so I'm waiting on them to come in. I ordered some more fastening screws, so I'm waiting on them to come in also. You know, that was for the side fairings or whatever. That probably end up taking off. But I do have to go down to the I-75 chrome shop to pick up my tanks. I have a new bumper that I'm gonna get put on. The rear lights, instead of me putting the chrome lights that you've seen in the previous videos, instead of me putting them lights on, I'm gonna get the T-ball put on. So the T-ball just like comes from the cross member and then it comes across the back of the tires. So it's like that little, it's one piece. You know, I think the guy said it was like $1,400, so I went ahead, paid for that. And the thing is, they hold it for you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to think if I should just drive the truck down to the I-75 chrome shop because they will put everything on. And in the meantime, they also paint as well. It's a paint shop right up the street, like one of their vendors. So I'm also thinking about doing that. So I might end up just packing up everything and just tossing it in the peak and head down there, since everything else is down there. Heading to put everything on, get it painted, everything at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like a one-stop shop. And with the Peterbilt, the visor and the bumper, I had already ordered 63.25 lights. And I just got, let me show you what I'm talking about. Is these right here. And I just ordered 60 more. These are the other 60. So it's 120 of these lights that's going on the Peterbilt. So we're gonna do across the bumper, the visor. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm not mistaken, it's 10 watermelon lights for each side of the truck. And we also gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's gonna be 10 watermelon lights that go inside the truck. So, you know, we're gonna go ahead and light up and see what she do, you know. And like I said, we're gonna keep the process going, keep it building, keep it, you know what I'm saying, make it do what it do. You know, it's just a moment in time. Well, it takes time. I finally got some time to be off, so I want to drive my truck off I want to drive my Peterbilt off at another shop because I'm still waiting on my tires to come in. I don't know what is the holdup on these tires, but I'm waiting on the tires to come in. I was just going to toss the Freightliner tires onto the Peterbilt, but I don't know what I kind of wanted that thickness of the tires because I ordered the kit for the air suspension. So, you know, you parked or whatever, you can release the air from the front suspension and it just drive down. Like it's kind of like sitting on the ground type. So I did order that as well. And the shop that is at now supposed to do the airbags all around, the shocks all around again, because one of them was leaking and I don't like one. If I feel like I gotta fix one, I gotta fix them all. And that's just how I do stuff. So they gotta redo the shocks and then do the cab airbags. And then once they put the tanks on, you know what I'm saying, and redo a whole lot of that wiring because some of the wiring is cut. So evidently it's not needed. So that's gonna be the route that I'm gonna end up taking on that. But other than that, I did get a call that's like, Frank, are you leaving? And it's like, bro, like it's not set in stone just yet where I'm gonna go. But at the same time, you know, I gotta do what's best for me, you know. So I did go ahead and take the money and, you know, send it out to Till. They wanted $10,000 to move the truck and they wanted 2 months of truck payments. So I just went ahead and paid that out. And, you know, I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about Cloud Trucking, Landstar, Mercer, JB Hunt 360. Like, you know, to me personally, I feel like JB Hunt would probably be like the better option only because JB Hunt got intermodal, which is like a lot of local work, and I'm not too far from one of the terminals. I'm not too far from the rail yards. So if they made pretty decent on the intermodal side, I wouldn't mind it. I also sent all my money to OIDA because they do the whole insurance and processing and, you know, getting your DOT number, this, that, and the third. So I just went ahead and did everything at one time so that whatever company I do get on with, my authority will be active, my numbers, all of that. I can run up under them for a minute until I, you know, really get established. And then I can take my trucks, grab my trailers, and I can be, you know what I'm saying, sliding, doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's been my major goal this whole time is establish myself, learn the ins and outs, and then jump off there once again and just pray for the success on the other end. And ever since day one of me doing these YouTube videos, or even when I first came over to USA, my whole thing was, like I kept telling people, the channel is about elevation. It's not about who doing better than the next person, who outshining, who doing, because me, as you can see, over the course of 2 years, I've been trying to put everybody on as far as, hey, yeah, we're going to eat over here. We doing this, we doing that. All right, big, cool, let's slide. You know what I'm saying? And I was putting people onto what was hot at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen a lot of people come over to USA and they actually make a decent living, and then they get their own and they bounce. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what was going on is, hey, bet we can go over here and get a truck, take this amount of money, move the truck, do what I want to, do what you want to do. So I understand, you know what I'm saying, 100% the way people was moving. Hey, man, you take it. The only reason I feel like I've been here so long is because I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was making decent money, but when the referral money started kicking in and doing this and doing it, hey, man, that's where a lot of my income was coming from. I'm not gonna sit back and say like, oh no, it wasn't. And it wasn't like I had great weeks with USA without referrals. But it did come a time where I'm not gonna say that's where a lot of my income come from with USA. But I will say, if I was to split it half and half, it's half and half. Like, whatever I gross without referrals, it's probably equivalent to what. No, they don't even add up because it's hundreds of referrals. So a lot of the income with USA was probably from referrals. When I first started out in the first 6 months, everything was pretty cool. That right there was strictly, how many loads you did a week, how much you gross, how to maneuver the board, all of it. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was to take the referrals out or what I ran every week, I was still taking home decent at the end of the week. It wasn't like they was just dropping, 4,000 here, 5,000. Like, no, they was actually breaking it up over a course of time. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the year, everything seemed to all at once. And then you turn back around. I told them this year, hey, y'all missed out on a couple referrals. Oh, cool, we gonna shoot that over to you. So it's kind of like I had the gross what I was running, and I also created another income with USA. So it's like I was getting like 2 incomes at one time. And to be honest, I didn't know it was gonna happen like that with the YouTube videos, but it did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking it for granted, no, none of that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I never told nobody, hey, come over here. I'm just giving my experience. People want to follow it. Some people followed it, end up being successful. Went somewhere else, did their own thing. Some people came, couldn't figure it out. They mad. Hey, we all grown. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna be mad if you don't want to come over here and do this. Like, that ain't my place. You hear me? I just come on here to drive, my experience. But we gonna and another thing is, I don't think companies is supposed to ask you if you're leaving. I saw something about that, but I'm not gonna really too much speak on that. But I feel like companies shouldn't ask you, because the reason is because some companies start to treat you like shit or send you through hell once they realize, like, yeah, that driver about to leave, fuck him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they start doing stuff. So I don't feel like yeah, you can go ahead and get employee verification, but they should have some type of database where it's like, okay, he did work here, he did work there, or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? The same way they can send your deck report. And versus calling the company like, hey, he worked there? Oh, all right, cool, we just getting employment verification. Then the company come calling you like, yeah, so where you think you about to go? And then next thing you know, some on your deck report. So I just found out, like, on my deck report that US Express put that I had an accident. I had one ticket with US Express, and that was when I got lost. And I couldn't, it was one of them, I believe I did a video on it. It was one of them traps. And every street said no trucks, but the place was on the opposite side of the street. So I remember I got a ticket there, and they put that ticket in resulting in a rear end collision. So when they called me about it, the company I had applied for, I went and they gave me the runaround, who I could speak to get it taken off my deck, because I was going to actually take them to court for that. But then when I spoke to a representative at US Express, they was like, that wasn't supposed to be on there. They don't know what happened. So when the company went back to look at it, they was like, oh yeah, you know, we just take that off for you, you know what I'm saying? And then when the company went back to, you know, redo it, they was like, oh yeah, they must have taken it off. So that's no longer on my deck. I don't know how they can input and take stuff off, but companies will mess you up, you know. So I feel like the employment verification process, I just I don't vibe with it. They shouldn't even allow nothing like that because these companies are cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really have yourself secure before you try to start going to, you know, yeah. But that's gonna be enough for this video. You know, I'm all taking in. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll check it with you on the next one. Yeah.